Most people looking for waterfront property here in Jupiter sometimes miss the mark. Sometimes they'd rather be on a golf course, but they go the waterfront property route because they want somewhere to store their boat. What if I told you that there's a way that you could have both? You could be a member at the Bears Club, have a house in the Bears Club, or Loxahatchee Club, or some of these very expensive, very exclusive clubs here in Jupiter, Florida, but still have somewhere to park your boat, somewhere that you own and somewhere that you have control over. You don't need to rent, as I know a lot of the wealthy like to own their real estate. So this is a great option that I really wanted to address, and one that I've found very interesting and very helpful for some of my wealthier clients. So the answer is deeded boat slips. These are fee simple ownership conveyed by a recorded deed, just like a home. They sell independently. You can finance them through marine lenders, but most of these are going to transact cash. They're anywhere from a couple $100,000 up to $1 million, depending on the size and the uniqueness of the slip. It's not a lease, not permanently paying someone to have the slip. You're also taking ownership. So you're essentially buying the plot of water within the slip, and most of these marinas will manage the dockage, the pilings, the dock boxes, all of that matters. They have the insurance. So they'll do all that upkeep, and you're basically just buying the body of water. The nice thing is you get ownership, you get to control it, and you get to benefit from the appreciation rather than getting on one of these wait lists or being in the marinas, in these dry storage marinas where there's long wait lists, where they can be expensive and you have no upside potential. So the question is, what marinas are there? Which one should I be a part of? So I'm going to go through each of the marina options, what they have to offer, their pros, their cons, and see which one might be the best fit for you. So first we have Soverel Harbour Marina. It's just north of the PGA Bridge here in Gardens. It's surrounded by a lot of nice restaurants. We have Carmine's over here, a River House right here. And this is a gated, armed gated community. There's 24/7 security. You can live aboard here, which is a benefit for a lot of people. A lot of people like this marina because of that. If they have any crew, or if they just have guests in town and they want to be able to stay there. Sometimes we even get occasional snowbirds that will just come stay on their boat rather than buying a condo or something like that. Other benefits include that it's a hurricane hole, so you're going to have cheaper insurance. You're not going to have to move your boat during a hurricane. Another pro of this marina that a lot of marinas don't have is once you go in the armed gate, you can park right in front of your slip. So if you have a lot of fishing gear, tackle, or just going out for the day with a lot of luggage and supplies, you're able to get to your boat easier. On top of that, you can send in a fuel truck to get a little bit cheaper gas, and they can bring it right up to your boat. So the fuel trucks can come in here. They have internet, they have bathrooms, locker rooms, so you can go in, and if you are living aboard, you have those benefits. It's a 6-foot depth at low tide, and like I said, you're able to walk to all these restaurants. So if you have a long day out on the boat and you want to go in and park and go hit the bar with your friends or hit the restaurant afterwards before you head home, this is a great option. Next up, we have Jupiter Yacht Club Marina. So this one has some of the best ambiance. It's got dive bar here, as many people are familiar with. It's very appealing on the eyes. I think it's a very pretty marina. It's also a hurricane hole. You also have Riverwalk, which many people are familiar with. They walk through this pathway and then down along to the beach. So it's a very popular marina. It's centrally located here in Jupiter, probably one of the most convenient marinas there are in the area. They have slips ranging from 39 feet all the way up to 75 feet, and your boat can stick out 5 feet past the piling. So at Soverel, you can't stick out at all, so that's something to take into account. You could get a slightly smaller slip and have a larger boat. So that's a cool option. A lot of wealthy people like to keep their boat in here. You got a lot of these condo owners that own slips in this marina, but also just people located here in Jupiter that want something quick and easy to access. You're also very close to the inlet. This is probably one of the closest deeded marinas that's a hurricane hole to the Jupiter Inlet, so that's a great option, a great perk. Some downsides: there's no liveaboard here. There's not really any amenities. There's just a bathroom. So the pluses is definitely the looks, the appeal, the location, but there's not really any amenities to offer, and you can't live aboard here. Next up, we have the Bluffs Marina. This is one of the most expensive marinas here in Jupiter. These slips can run from like $600 to $1 million. It's because there's a lot of larger sport fish boats in here. You can live aboard in here. It's fully got a lot of protection because of all these condos here around it. It's a premier hurricane hole, as I said, a 14-acre yacht basin, dockage up to 130 feet and beyond. So that's really the appeal in this one, is the size of boats that you can put in here. If you have catamarans, a lot of these slips are a lot wider than, say, at Soverel and Jupiter Yacht Club. You got fuel, cable, telephone. There's a pool, dockmaster office with Wi-Fi. You have showers, laundry rooms. So this is very good. I know a couple people that have like these giant yachts in here. The crew lives on it. They can work here. They can stay on the boat. So as far as like someone that has a cruiser or say a sport fish with crew that they want to stay on, housing that they want to offer, this is a great option. Cypress Island Marina. These are very rare slips. They very often come available, and when they do, they sell almost immediately. I just sold a 55-foot slip in here in just a couple days and had more inquiries than I've ever seen on a boat slip. So this place is super special. You also have a lot of condos in here, some luxury townhomes, and then some waterfront houses. So this is just a great option. You got a lot of wealthy buyers. They have a guarded gate, manned gate. So this is one of the only ones I know that has the manned gate feature. So if you have a very expensive boat or you like to keep some of your belongings on here, this could be a great option. They also have a small kitchen, so it's one of the nicest marinas with the amenities. The clubhouse is right here, so they have a pool that you can be a part of with a small membership fee. You can run in the clubhouse. They have like a small kind of like kitchen bar area, like a small like living room with a TV where you can hang out, access the Wi-Fi, get some work done, and you can stay on the boat here for 14 days out of the month. So it's like a partial live aboard. One of my clients, he had a beautiful large Viking, and he didn't stay. His primary residence was not in Jupiter, so he'd come down, stay on his Viking, and hang out in the clubhouse and be able to use all those amenities in this wonderful, beautiful neighborhood. So yeah, what's not to like? I see why they sell so fast. And also you're able to have boat lifts in here, so a lot of people like that feature of it, and I get inquiries all the time for slips that allow boat lifts, and they're very hard to find because this is one of the only marinas that allows it. So I have a passion for these boat slips. I grew up on the water here in Jupiter, and I love boating. I love the atmosphere. I love the clientele surrounded by the boating market, and just being able to serve them and help them have their passion and have ownership within the boating industry. And a lot of these clients are wealthier clients coming in from these golf course communities or these luxury communities where there is no waterfront. So they're very pleasant to serve and to help. And also it's just been a great market to tap into, where I saw an opportunity where there was no inventory, and I wanted to be able to bring inventory to the market to be able to serve these wealthier clients and get them the inventory that they needed. So I closed some transactions in here. I've sold slips in just about every marina in Palm Beach County. Some marinas multiple slips. So I think that's one reason to work with me. From a seller side, I have a significant amount of buyers on my wait list for just about every size slip, every marina, all of those. So I have a lot of opportunity and value to add. And then from working with me from a buyer perspective, I don't know any agent that really has sold as many slips as me, or even knows what goes on in these marinas, or even knows it's possible to buy a deeded boat slip. So I think I drive a lot of value there. I'm able to check for these special assessments, and I know just about everything there is to know about each one of these marinas. So I think I can provide you a lot of value there. So I basically touched on everything here. I know just about everything there is to know about these deeded boat slips. I can find you renters off market. I can pretty much sell your slip off market. I can find you a slip before it even hits the market by doing direct outreach to a lot of the sellers that I already have this relationship with. I also have a dedicated slip site. I mean, I don't know, I kind of went all out on this, and I don't know a single agent that even enjoys selling boat slips, or like I said, knows that you can buy boat slips. I have a full-on website dedicated to putting your boat slip on here, getting an additional exposure, some of the boat slips that I've sold, some reviews that I've had, and then access to join the waitlist. So like I said, I have a lot of buyers on my waitlist, so I can provide a lot of value there, connect them with you to help sell your slip. So just very cool. Another feature that I have that a lot of agents don't. If you're ready to own your place on the water, or move into Loxahatchee, or move into Bears Club, I'd love to help you find a house in there and then pair it with a deeded boat slip so you can park your yacht safely nearby and have ownership where you can actually gain the appreciation and not just feel like you're paying rent every month. I know the wealthier clients love to own assets and love to capture the appreciation and just have control of their ownership, and this is a great way to do it. If you need a place for your boat, give me a call today. My number is 561-371-5143. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for unique videos about Jupiter, Florida like this one.